Welcome class. Today we are going to deal with a very important topic of class 11th and 12th, that is note making and summarizing. Note making is very important, and what is its importance in a student's life, we'll see it. First of all, we'll see what note making is. Notes actually are short written records of facts to aid the memory of students. Notes are usually taken to record a speech, a dictation, while listening to it, or after reading a book, magazine, or article. They are referred back whenever needed and may be reproduced in the desired way, that is called summary writing. It is note making and summary writing is complete 8-mark question in class 12th and 11th. When we cannot remember all the information all the time, hence note making is important. Before making notes, here are some important points to be kept in mind. First point is prepare notes using phrases only, never use complete sentences. It has been found in that during exam time many students write complete sentences, and because of that their marks are decreased. They get their marks cut and they don't understand. They say, I have written everything, then why my mark has been deducted here? It is just because you must have written in complete sentences. Then the next point is the topic sentence of each paragraph is the main point, and the ideas affiliated to it are subpoints. One or more depending on the concepts in the paragraph. Means the topic sentence of each paragraph, the first line, whatever it is there, that will be the main point, and after that next lines will be the subpoints. Each subpoint may or may not have supplementary ideas which become subpoints. It depends on the paragraph that it has subpoint or subpoint or not. Okay, I would like to repeat the second point again, that is the topic sentence of each paragraph is the main point. The first sentence most of the time is the main point of note making, and ideas related to it will be subpoints. Next point is each subpoint may or may not have supplementary ideas which become subpoint. That depends on the paragraph. Okay, it's not mandatory that every point should have subpoint and subpoint. Provide an appropriate title for the notes or the summary or abstract, whatever you are writing. Proper title should be given to the note also and the summary also which is being followed. Include a minimum of 4 to 6 distinctly different recognizable short form, means abbreviations of the words in the notes. And one more important thing here is that this thing is written whenever you are writing abbreviation, it should be written after note itself, not after summary. It is in a few students are in habit of writing them after summary. No, write them after the note itself. Then next point is cover all the important points in the notes meaningfully to prepare the abstract summary in 80 to 100 words only. Okay, so basically what here it is meant to say that you should not copy lines, you should not copy sentences from the passage given in the question paper, but what you have to do, you have to make summary, you have to write your summary on the basis of the note which you have prepared, not from passage. Okay, your summary should be based on the note prepared by you. Then write the summary or abstract in complete sentences in a paragraph, and summary should not be written in points. Summary should be written in paragraph form. Here is a format of note making in front of you. We'll be discuss. There are several formats, but we'll be discussing here out of them only two. So here, as you can see, first of all, it is written heading or title. Okay, first of all, you will be writing the heading, and or it can be called title also. It is of 1 mark in your exam. then comes subheading. Okay, like it was the first line of the sentence, the next line subheading, and what points are there, then here. If you feel like there are some sub points also under this point, suppose in under point 1.2 there is sub point and you feel like that, then you can put it. Otherwise it's not mandatory at all. If there is no sub point, then don't write it. Then again you can see here second subheading is given. Then again first point to second point, that is 2.2, then 2.2.1, that is sub point. If it is there, then only. Okay, otherwise no need of writing sub points. Keep in mind here it was first point, then 1.1, then 1.2. Here you can see it was point number 2, then subheading 2.1, 2.2 and 2.2.1. These things you must have seen in your science book also, in your history book also, whatever books you read, you must have seen such kind of categorization in paragraphs. Then again here it is 2.3. Then third point is written here, subheading, then 3.1, 3.2, 3.2.1, then 3 point. This 2 is because this is 3.2. Okay, and this 3 has been taken because all these belong to point number 3. These are this is third point, this is second, and this is first point. Okay, to be kept in mind is number of subheadings, points or subpoints can be increased or decreased as per the requirement. It is not mandatory. See here, heading you wrote, subheading can be 3 also. Okay, and it can be 4 also. If you feel like that you can divide it in more, then you can write 5 also. It depends on your requirement. But usually minimum 4 formula is followed. Minimum 4 subheadings should be written. Here we have the second format. In second format we can see heading or title is given, then subheading is given, then 1, 2. Here it is A. Okay, so here we have taken Roman numeral. Here it is B, again Roman numeral has been taken. Here no funda of sub point is given or sub point is given. It's okay. This way also you can make notes. It becomes easier. This way it becomes easier, though this one also was easier. But if you find this is easier, you can use any one out of the two. But stick to the same format which you are memorizing, which you are learning. Stick to the same format when you are making notes in the school or when you are making notes in the exam hall. Stick to the same format. Do not mix both of them. You should make a kind of uniformity. If you are using small a here, then use small b here, small c here. If you have used here Roman numeral, then you will use Roman numeral in the b also, in this point also. Here in this point also. Not ki at one place you used Roman, then you started using 1, 2. No, this will be a wrong approach. Now key to abbreviation. For example, it is I have written a few words. SCH, then it is school. PSBL, that is possible. CNSLT, that is consult. And ACDMS, academics. This depends on you completely. There is no rule of that how many words should be taken, how many letters should be there. How many letters should be there in abbreviation. It is completely on you what you are going to do. Then key to abbreviation should be written in a box, as I have made a box here. Summary to the given passage should be written after the key to abbreviation. This again I am highlighting, because what you people do, many of you write abbreviations after summary, but abbreviation should be written before summary. Okay, and again I am telling you, your summary should be based on the notes which you have made. Not that you first write the summary and then you make notes. Okay, it gives a wrong impression on examiner. I hope everybody understood this note making thing.